Good morning guys, Leiftech battery number 5 today, and well, I'm in a little bit of a funny mood because I've actually sold the Leiftech board. Oh, don't get too upset guys, I know you're crying your eyes out right now, but the reason is Leiftech have released a new board, the Summer Board SBX. In fact, Leiftech have fully rebranded themselves into Summer Board, and the board is called the SBX, and I have ordered one. So I thought it'd be a good idea to sell this board because I'm going away for a few weeks soon. So come on Lee, every time you do one of these videos there's something different with the board, and yes, there is something different again. I have bought the launch pads from Leiftech. They are padded covers that go onto the bindings, and yeah, I bought them a couple of weeks ago and fitted them to the board. Very, very simple, just slide them on, a couple of bits of elastic, and well, have a look. So that is the launch pads on the Leiftech V2, soon to go to its new home in Devon. And I found this awesome new spot. Look at this. It's a basketball court in the middle of the woods, super quiet. I'm not expecting anybody to be here, so we can just spend the time shredding. It feels like it's going to rain soon, so I'm going to get padded up. So in battery number 4 guys, we learned how to do those sort of wide drifts, and I'm going to try and recreate that again today, and then also try and push that into tighter, sort of nicer donuts. I believe that that's pretty easy to do once you get the drifting sort of balance down. So that's the aim for today. Let's go. Guys, this thing has got a really high skill ceiling. Wow, it's quite difficult. Sometimes I feel really good on it, sometimes I feel really bad on it. Getting the slides down, the slides are coming. Still find it really difficult to slide completely perpendicular to the direction of travel. It always seems to want to make me turn, which I'm not sure why. Maybe I'm not on the centre wheels as much as I should be, and I'm always sort of catching the pavement, which is making me drift around. I don't know. Oh, the launch pads are pretty good. My feet are now sort of in a different place because of the pads, so I'm having to like readjust a little bit because of that. But they look pretty good, man. I'm pretty impressed with the board. I've been riding for 20 minutes, half an hour. 2 lights down. I think 180s and 360s, when you learn how to do those and ride switch, it opens up a lot more. Riding switch for me on this board at the minute is super dodgy, so I'm trying it a bit, but I think I have to ride switch on other boards, which are easier to balance on, and then start riding switch more regularly on this board. It's definitely a skill that you need to learn if you're learning to ride a Leiftech or a Summer board. You need to be able to ride switch. You need to be able to do 180s and 360s. So anyway guys, I'm going to get back to it, so catch you in a minute. There we go, guys. Did you see that? I caught an edge. That's when the leading wheels of a slide touch the floor, stops the board dead, and you go straight over. Because I was sliding backwards, I fell off the board backwards and hit the back of my head on the floor. Luckily, I was wearing a helmet, guys, and I was wearing Flatland 3D Pro e-skating gloves, and also the trusty old TSG knee pads, because, guys, I keep seeing people on YouTube and on Facebook riding these boards without protection. Let me tell you, it is dangerous. If I hadn't have had that gear on, I'd be going to hospital right now. As it is, I've just got a bit of a sore ankle and that's it, you know. Please, guys, wear protection. That was a classic example of why you wear protection. So yeah, don't be a fool. All the gear, all the time. Actually, my friend Simon just had a pretty bad bail on his DIY board. Hope you don't mind me putting this picture in the video, Simon. But as you can see, guys, look at his helmet and his goggles smashed in. Thankfully for him, he's walked away with a fractured wrist and no permanent damage to his Swede. If he wasn't wearing that helmet and those goggles, God knows what would have happened. Also wearing a full face, which is a good idea if you can get one. I just want to show you the gloves. These are Flatland 3D Pro e-skate gloves, and as you can see, that one just took a bit of a hit, and so did this one. The scaphoid protection system stopped me from getting a hand injury, guys. The lid, which doesn't really show any signs that it's just had an impact on the back, but it did. Guys, what do I think about the launch pads? Well, I really like them. I think I would have to adjust these bindings now to compensate for that little bit of extra padding underneath, but it takes away all that sort of aching from your ankles that you get without them, so they were definitely good. These are available on Summerboard's website. I'll put the link in the description if you want to grab yourself a set. Seem to remember, for me in the UK, the shipping was more than the launch pad themselves, so buyer beware. If you're abroad, it might be a bit more expensive, but if you're in America, it might be cheap enough. Get in there with the board as well, guys. Those sort of long slides, oh, I just love sliding heel side, and well, I love sliding both ways actually, but yeah, we're getting there with the board, aren't we? It's bit by bit. The problem is doing one battery a week or every 2 weeks is quite difficult to progress fast, but no, I'm really enjoying shredding this board. And it's going to go to a good home. Brian, the guy who's buying it, is going to come and meet me here next week, and well, or the week after, because I'm in Monaco next week, and the board is his, guys. So yeah, end of a little era. Don't get me wrong, guys, I'm getting the new board. It's the only reason I'm selling this. I am hooked for life, and I think I'll be riding these boards forevermore. But yeah, anyway, guys, from me, that is the end of battery 5. I don't think there'll be a battery 6. It's probably the end of the series now, and moving on to something else. So yeah, catch you guys next time.